What's up, guys? You know the drill now. Coach Michelle back here on the Charge YouTube. Last time we talked about fueling. Today we're talking all things race day, so let's get right into it. All right, category for race day, parking. Knowing the parking situation is so important. This is again something that you might be able to find on the race website. Ask friends that have maybe ran the race in the past, look at forums online. You can usually find this out. Maybe you get there and it's seamless. You get in, you park, good to go. Maybe you get in there and there's a big line of cars. You get to the front and it's $10 cash. Who carries cash? You mean they don't even take Venmo? Sometimes if you find a parking lot a little bit farther away from the race start, maybe even like a half mile, it'll be easier to get into the race. And that walk to the race start can also kind of act as a pre-race warm-up. Although some more experienced runners may have a warm-up on the books, but you know, do your thing. Bathroom lines. Part of this is getting to the race early. Usually an hour is a good rule of thumb. I've already said rule of thumb. Where did that saying even come from? What does it mean? But usually an hour is a good rule of thumb. Okay, so right when you get there though, go in the bathroom lines. Why, you may ask? Maybe you don't have to go. Maybe you went at home. But usually nerves will kind of make you have to go. Also, we're runners. If this is TMI for you, get over yourself. I like to recommend too, about 30 minutes or so before the race, re-getting in those bathroom lines. You will notice they've grown substantially with so many people in them. Trying to maybe go to the porta potties behind the main group because less people go there. Don't follow the crowd. You don't want the race to start and you're in the bathroom line, or even worse, you don't want to have to go to the bathroom when you're in your corral. I held my pee for the entire LA marathon. I don't recommend it. Getting to the race like an hour before is usually safe. If it's a bigger race and there's a lot going on, maybe a little bit earlier. If it's a smaller race, maybe a little bit less time. All right, race day 3, corrals. Corral 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's no corrals. But just knowing if there are, you can usually find this on the race website, or even if you don't look this up, you should be okay. You just want to make sure that you place yourself in the proper corral. So if you're slower, usually go a little bit further back in a further down corral. If you're faster, usually a little bit closer to the start. Sometimes you'll get an email from the race saying what corral you're in. Sometimes you got to figure that out when you get there. In the corrals, sometimes you'll see in bigger race and sometimes smaller race, those people's holding those pace signs like 3 hours. And if you see the goal time that you're going for, feel free to run with the pace group. That's what they're for. You can make some friends, make friends with the pacer, kind of ask what his strategy is, like if he's going for negative splits, what he thinks about the hill at mile 2. Maybe they'll be like, wow, you know a lot about this race. Maybe you should be pacing it. And tip 4, on race day, might be obvious. Remember to have trust in your training. Remember your pacing strategy. Most people will train planning to do negative splits, so starting a little bit slower, ending a little bit faster, you know? Woo! Don't go out too fast. You might be super excited. Maybe in your first half you remember like, yeah, I was really excited. Kind of hit a wall at mile 6. Go out a little bit slower. Trust in your training, trust in your pace strategy so you can run through that finish line feeling good, tired, but knowing that you gave it your all. Get your pick at the finish line, eat the finish line food, get the snacks, grab some water, coconut water, get all the free stuff. Definitely recommend stretching it out for a few minutes before you get that pre-race beer, burger, pizza. I'm choosing beer and a pizza. This is your day, enjoy it. Follow these tips to get you to that finish line. Well, hopefully that helps a little bit. There's so many freaking tips for the half marathon, but these are just a few. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Check out the link in the description below to join the Charge run soon. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Leave a comment below if you have any tips that you just swear by. We love talking about that kind of stuff. See you next time, and as always, charge on.